First video in a while with my mate Richard. Say hello, Richard.
Hi there.
We're on a road trip which we haven't done for a while. Got an hour roughly. Going to pick up my new project, which I'm not sure I'm going to put it in the thumbnail or not, but you'll see it when we get there. I'm not sure if I'll be able to film when I get there, but we'll do some filming maybe on the way back or something. But yeah, cheap project, a lot of miles. Car that I owned, or not this particular one, but I owned one similar when they were new in 2001. So excited to see what this one's like. So let's get on the road.
Let's do it.
And here is the new car. It is, as you can see, a Mark 1 Leon, Seat Leon. It's one of the very early CUPRAs, so it's got the standard bumpers and that, so it's a bit of a sleeper. 1.8 turbo, 180 horsepower, 6-speed manual gearbox, and to be honest, it's done 211,000 miles, but it drives really good. And I'll show you the service history because it's a credit to the previous owners of this car. It has got lots of history. Before we continue, here's a quick history lesson on the Mark 1 Leon. Launched in late 1999, it followed the release of the booted version, the Seat Toledo. The Leon was based on the Volkswagen Group A4 platform, not to be confused with the Audi A4, which was shared with a number of other products, including the Mark 1 Audi A3, Mark 1 Audi TT, Mark 4 Golf, Bora, and the Mark 1 Volkswagen Beetle, as well as the Mark 1 Skoda Octavia. At the time of launch in the UK, the 20 VT CUPRA was the top of the range model, although mainland Europe also got the all-wheel drive CUPRA 4 with the 2.8 VR6 engine. In Switzerland, ABT also released a supercharged VR6 with a 280 horsepower 2.8 engine. Although there were some differences, the Leon shared most of its dash and centre console with the Mark 1 Audi A3, and ultimately you can see it stood the test of time when you look at my own example, which is rattle-free at 23 years old and over 200,000 miles. So, back to the video. The bonnet's showing signs of its mileage, but that wing isn't, so I'm guessing, considering that that headlight there is quite cloudy, and that one's reasonably new, at least probably within the last 5 years or so, I'd imagine. It's probably had a new wing and headlamp. Obviously had a little bit of work done. Being an early one, it's got the 16-inch wheels. Scratches there. Interior's not bad. In fact, the passenger seat is really good. And in the back, it's really good. Had a flat battery when I picked it up, but the back's really clean. It's just this driver's seat. So if I can get another early driver's seat, either CUPRA or SE, early SE had the same seats, that would be really good. Inside here, it's got the usual broken glove box lid, so I need to sort that out. Radio code, I have found the radio code, I need to put that in. It's got climate control. The guy I bought it from said the aircon didn't work. It does work. Not sure where the issue was, but I did see in this very large bundle of service history that about 180,000 miles it actually had a new aircon pump, condenser and something else. So yeah, the aircon is working, and yeah, start straight up. As you can see, it's done 211,000. Steering wheel's showing a little bit of sign of wear, but I'm hoping it'll clean up. The leather's not actually damaged, so I might try and clean that up later. Roof lining, pretty standard on older cars. So yeah, gonna have some fun with this one. And here it is. This is the 180 horsepower, 1.8. I think this is the AUQ engine. I'll have to check on that. It's got the K03 turbo, which it's good for low down, but when you're trying to tune them, I think about 210, 220 horsepower is max. So I might look at getting a hybrid turbo on this and trying to push it to maybe 250. Again, looking at the service history, it seems to have had new MAF sensor, it's had cam and crank sensors, it's had breather hoses, it's had a lot of work done to this car. It looks pretty clean under here, so that's good. And the main thing is no rust from what I can see, so that's really good news. I don't know if you can see that oil filter, Bosch oil filter, looks pretty new. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be doing this one-handed, but when a car gets to 25 years old or 23 years old, and especially with this sort of mileage, you don't expect to get such a good service history. So it's got full service history from Seat up to 106,000 miles, and then there is a gap and it starts again at 180,000, 190, 203. But what I did find here is this service history, and as I say, someone has really loved this car. If I can get this out one-handed. So yeah, they put all the stuff on there, but it shows everything that's done. This is up to 160,000 miles, even down to coolant pipes. There's exhaust and back box replacements, coil springs, pressure control valves, breather hoses, cam position sensor. It just shows every AUQ, yeah, so it's an AUQ. And this service history goes all the way back to, well, there's one there that goes from, this must be the dealer one, this goes from 10,000 all the way to, where are we, 92,000, and then whoever bought it then started at 105,000. So it's basically got every single thing, even down to what the items cost and everything. So that's pretty impressive. Other stuff, all the old tax discs there. There's some VCDS stuff where it's had some various things, and then lots of receipts for work done. This is a lot of this stuff from the work that was in those service histories. So yeah, and it's just full. It's just thick with paperwork. I haven't even been through it all yet. Tyres, all sorts. So yeah, really happy. And what impresses me is that I had a Leon, I had a TDI SE which had the same interior as this in 2001. It was 5 months old when I bought it, and I did about 100,000 miles in that in 3 years, and the only issue I had in 3 years was a MAF sensor. And then I got a Toledo, the booted one, with the same engine as this, the 1.8 turbo, and to be honest, this drives, from what I can remember, exactly the same as my old Toledo. So yeah, I'm really impressed with this car. I think for £900, yeah, it's nothing else to say about it. It's going to make probably a good daily, just for popping to the shops, being a petrol. Both our other cars are diesels, and having a little bit of fun, because it actually drives really well. No knocks, anything. It's just a really good car. So that's it from me on this one and the Leon. I'm going to do a few bits to it. I want to get a new driver's seat, I want to clean up the steering wheel, I want to get that dent sorted, a little bit of paintwork sorted, but I'm going to see if I can get some stuff in the right colour, door wise and that. Otherwise I'll just try and get these repaired. Gear knob probably needs replacing, it's showing its mileage, but again, for the mileage I think the condition is really good. So yeah, if you want to see more content on this, not going to be a great deal to do mechanically, because the previous owner done the N75 valves, it's had all the coil packs done, all the normal bits. There is a bit of an oil leak, but yeah, maybe I need to look at getting some more power out of it, because I think it's worth putting a little bit of money into this and having a little bit of a sleeper. Oh, and the other thing I've got is another exhaust. You'll notice that the exhaust on this one looks like a CUPRA R exhaust. It's been replaced, and I wanted the standard twin pipe, so I actually managed to buy one second hand for 20 quid, so really happy about that. So that's something else I need to get done. But so until the next video, see you later.